At no point did I press the button. Okay, well, fine. Give me many seconds. I don't need to do anything on Twitch, I thank God. Oh, nothing is wanting to update. Oh, I'm gonna have to redo the entirety of the YouTube side of things, which is why I stopped the recording in the first place. Am I just gonna have to assume everything is back up and running even though nothing on OBS is saying anything? It doesn't want to know. There we go, sensor up and running. Definitely still don't have some food. Yeah. I don't know what happened, I think I pressed a button or something. Well, this is gonna be weird for the board. There we go. Now we can actually get back to playing the game. I'm going to collect a map. Let's hope no incursions like that happen again. And we have the town map, and we're going to go north like the classic game. Yeah, normally that would show 3 Pokeballs on that display. There's only 1 this time. We get 1, 2, be patient. Really funny, you get the option of knowing that you purposely chose Sandshrew at the start. I also have a Pokemon for you. Here you go. And I don't know what it is. Would they make it a water type, a grass type, or even a flying type? We have a quiet nature, decrease in speed, up in special type. I'm gonna keep my rule in that I cannot change the nature of the starter. And even then, the other Sandshrews that we get could not just have better natures that just override that. We were already slow anyways. Up in special type was not helpful. And Sandbell, I can't remember what the other ability. Is Sandrush or something? Can't get hidden abilities, but I don't know what Sandshrew's other ability would be. Not so fast. Have a balance, see how much strong my Pokemon is. Normally, it is actually a fusion though. Oh. I think that's a self-fusion, potentially, which I guess was correct. And we have a speed low in nature. And yet we're faster. Also, it always does that. Like, I'm not joking. Anytime, well, the SARS infection happens, it will just show it being glitched and it's impossible to be fixed. And I'm looking the wrong way. Because now I'm actually looking at the game. And I'm not going to succeed in this fight. I'm not. I feel like Oddball is just going to do too much. Unless I can get it to miss. No, it won the speed tie. And I've already lost $40. You only won because you had Uproar. Seems a bit unfair. Also, yes, it does that pans the camera down. For no reason. So I guess I should give some introduction for Infinite Fusion itself. I've already explained that the whole gimmick of the game is being able to fuse Pokemon with each other, like Kyurem and Reshiram and Zekrom from Black 2 White 2. And in this game, this version of the game, you get to do that with the Kanto region and I think Steady Islands. There is a home version to my knowledge that exists, but I have not played it. This is the only one that I have played. And you saw earlier randomizer remix mode. Remixes, I can't remember what it does. Randomizer is literally just an inbuilt randomizer, which is why I've done numerous times. But normally what would have happened if we were doing this as normal as possible would be we would choose one Pokemon and then our rival would fuse the 2 remaining Pokemon. But seeing as in this case, I only had one option. Yeah, I think it was just random what one it was, but it was still a self-fusion. Because of the situation I've got ahead of myself, it's not going to be fun. Well, I have some ideas for fusions I want to do. Main problem, obviously, I only have one sandshrew at the moment. And I have no way of getting any more until a decent amount later. From which I'm going to have to remind myself where I can actually get more sandshrew. I want to think it's like I wasn't trying to get a Pidgey nest, but I forgot that was the thing. I just stood around trying to look for something and a Pidgey landed on my head. Oh, Sandslash is the hidden ability, I see. Okay, I can actually get them in that moon. It's good, because my other options are Route 4, 8, 9, 10. But I still have to beat the first gym, meaning that I'm only gonna able to have one fusion. If you've seen my Black 2 ground type only run that also featured Sandslash, then you'll know it's going to be very similar to that. Like, I definitely will not be able to choose the same mons, but the types within that I will at least attempt to get. I mean, water ground's a possibility. No, I would be wanting dragon. I had a ground flying type. Water. Oh, I know I had steel on ground. I can't remember which one I chose. What would be great is if I was able to find a grass type in this game that had thick fat, because then I would actually be able to combine that with, well, to make grass a ground, and have it so that my fire weakness becomes a neutrality, and I'm only what, 2 times weak to ice. Still weak to poison and stuff and flying, but makes it a lot better than Swamp. Whatever's hidden ability should be. Is it a battle armor? I'm still annoyed at that. I'm not sure how much it would have actually done for the competitive scene, but would have been better. Yeah, that's not wrong. That I actually have seen how much it could be, like 250,000 with the amount of mons that they have, because they don't have all of them if they only have up to 500. But seeing as no mon is considered complete, especially if they just add more in. I mean, considering even on my main save, I have only 99 out of the 100 that I have found. Because all you would have to do is essentially, it's like 501 times 500 at that point. Seeing as, you know, both sides of it, considering the Pokemon has to be not only the head, but also the body. I have no reason to do this trade at all. And I'm pretty sure because of this being a second playthrough situation somewhere. Yes, you. I know it's not exactly fair, but it does exist. Right, oh no, I want to get 10. Let's get Premier Ball. I am poor. Because of what I know, I really want to defeat the rival on this route, because then I will be able to get access to a secret area. Oh, that's really funny. I love this with sassy nature, where its speed is lower and yet that's the only thing it's actually known for. And also, what if a Pokemon have speed lowering natures? Of course. But I guess to play as fair as possible, I will not use the Love Disc. Then again, the Love Disc is a terrible Pokemon anyways. Trying to use it, it's a death sentence. I'm just gonna skip Route 2. And encounter a Paris. Well, it would give me Grassy Ground or Borgum Ground, but I have an idea. And also, I don't know if it has a grass move by this point. There it is, I was wanting to catch a Weedle. Entirely because I've seen the Beedrill fusions and they look really good, so I really want either one of my early ones to be Bug and Ground. I will not do the fusion as of yet, because I want my first fusion to be a good one. I think I may have to make my temporary home in here until when it gets more to the day, because I want to actually catch a Spearow and not do the train. So I can start with ground and flying. Definitely not so that I can be the execute early. To my other options being really limited. Well, I guess there is Fury cover that we could give ourselves now. Unless I'm still poor and I don't have enough money for it. Because there was a trainer and there's a Meowth here? Why is Meowth out in this area? I don't mind to get it, because normal ground not great. Why are they even here? Actually, I guess you could say give the ghost immunity and the fighting aspect, it just adds that on. $200. I'm sorry, that's too steep for me. Does this Pokemon have the... No, in the layer ones, I'm not going to give them. In the layer ones, it expands itself. I don't have any money. It's not time yet. Except that no matter what, I have to defeat this trainer. I wish I was joking about that part, but no. So I'm just gonna get my Rockclimbr to level 7. Because I think it's a Pidgey and Spearow fusion. I didn't remember learning roll out at this early in the level with defense go. Okay. Well, that's certainly helpful. If you see me saving a lot, that's just natural for me to do in this game. I do it too much. Oh my god, it's Speargay. Well, I know it's supposed to be Spear G. But if you just had GEY on its own, like what else would you get from it? Lost? And nice for the guy to give it the Pokeball, and is that gonna be enough? Early enough to have a Spearow spawn in? It's only enough for a Mankey. I have no interest in the ground fight type that would have to rely on rock moves to do anything against flying types. And of course when I use Poison Sting, It only is able to poison the opponent one time. What the hell are they doing? Oh, that's all. I can be heard over half a mile away. If I need the inquiry is heard echoing all around it, it's a sign that they are warning each other. Naive nature. That is definitely much better. Okay, because of what is being shown here, that's actually surprising that it's ground and flying no matter what. And green means it's a custom sprite and not one that's randomly generated. And now here comes the tricky part. Do I want the head to be Rockclimbr or Rockclimbr to be the body? They will provide very different results, and all we get is this silhouette. And without looking it up, I would not know which one is actually better. I have no way of knowing which one would actually be the better result. Go left. With Spiro being what, the head? Actually, it does look really cool from Sniggler. What it says? Oh, because that is an N. Or was it Smiggler? Which? How else am I meant to say it? Sandshrew. Oh, yeah, that would have been the. But those two would have been the. Well, no, that one would have been the fusion sprite, but this one I like. The protected territory flies around ceaselessly, making high with pride. It digs holes to catch bug-type Pokemon. Kikinai, yes. And yeah. Well, there's no early fairy types. Scratching's going to provide nothing and pointing weak. So now that is our first fusion done. And luckily there are no ice types around to fuck us over. But we're also still weak to water. Most of flying type is done to make this so that we at least have something against grass types. And have us being neutral against rock types as well. With this development, I'm going to defeat some of the trainers in Viridian Forest. They will, I think, at least attempt to combine the cries of the two, even though I just heard Spiro's. And that is a knockout. All +2 to attack and speed, we are demolishing the competition. And there's the example of the AI deciding to use fusions. Later on, that's all they will ever use. They may not be the best of fusions, but fusions will be what they will primarily use, just to showcase them off more often. We are a ground type and we are being hurt by the poison. And also because, well, I guess the ground pulse makes it helpful for the flying type that we're not weak to electric, we are completely immune to it. And it's actually kind of good to have on a just an entire ground type team, just in general. What, really? I thought this had an assist mechanic in the game where it was like layer games, where you always could survive it. I guess it's random chance whether or not you die from a poison hit or not. I think that actually is a trainer as well. Yeah, I'm right. Interesting that they put trainers here when I'm so used to being none. Like, I am way too used to finding anything where all you have is your rival here. So it's nice to decide to put some extras in. Rat pie. That's disgusting. Because why would you ever eat rat? That's just full of diseases. That is just on the level of eating rat, well, bat pie actually. Now I can save again. And see what the rival has to offer. Hey JC, you're going to Pokemon League, not League. Forget that, you probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Yes! Nidoking. Oh, that's... I know that's what it's of, but that's weird it looking like that. Donna. Oh, if only we had the metronome or something. That would be really powerful. Pursue is coverage, and we're gonna have to keep the rest. Yes, we're gonna have to get rid of Scratch. You don't resist it, so I can just KO you. Oh, I guess I should mention the team that I already have on another save file. My plan is not to use any of the Pokemon in that, because otherwise I'd mostly just be retracing the steps. Which in my case means it is luck. Well, if you just got lucky, that's just like one of yours. Do look like they could become strong eventually, though. I'll be sure to watch out for those. And I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. We're going to use some more DNA spikes to combine with Pokemon and make them stronger. I got plenty of them at the mall. Here, you can take one. You know, it looks like it's multiple. Should quit doing and get move on. From how you like. As I was saying, the options I'm removing are Gengar, Ninetales, Onirath, Dodrio, Clefable, Tangrowth, Magnezone. Oh, there should be more. I cannot think of the rest. I will at least try not to use them. Luckily, there's enough flying types to go around. Well, enough of all the types, really. Unfortunately, I have no experience here. Because of how they did it, especially with the splices we have now, if you were to combine a high level one with a low level one with a standard splicer, then the resulting combination is not as high as you would expect. There are later versions of the splicer to negate that, luckily. John can cause a Meteorna. Okay. I mean, that creates a butter drill or something. Kind of funny. Oh yeah, I cannot get that egg as of yet. Because I need cut. By the time you get to use it, you are far away. Oh, should mention, yes, the splicers are also how you unfuse Pokemon. I'm tempted to catch this one, but at the same time I would want just a regular Pichu, because then it's easier to catch. Just so I can have a ground and electric early. But that's also trying to catch a Pichu, or even find one. Like that one. Oh, and I think the gender of the mon, the fused ones, depending on the head. I'm mainly catching an electric type to make up for the mistake that is Stunfisk. I hate that that is one of two round electric types. And there were none until Gen 5, and it was the only one until Gen 9 with Sandy Shocks. Okay, that one... No, I'm going for that one, the spiky-eared Pichu. I wish there was like a white Pichu, because that was the original idea for the spiky-eared Pichu. You don't have to retain electricity. When it is started, it discharges power accidentally, gets better holding power as it grows older. Impist nature, decreasing special attack. Well, like I say, just fuse it with another mon. It can negate that, and a lot of time I've had it where a nature that's supposed to improve a stat just made it worse, and yet a nature that had nothing to do with it essentially gave it perfect IVs for it, so it doesn't matter. Also, if I just put in my party now and run around, then hopefully by the time I get to using it, it can become a Pikachu. I don't exactly have 2 fell on me to increase it exponentially. But hopefully, I should be able to do enough learning about it. Actually, I just remembered I need to get to the area I mentioned. Got into that, at least. Also, if you are wanting to download this mod, and mod this ROM hack yourself, I'm pretty sure it's easy to find on their official website, or you just go for Pokemon Infinite Fusion download. Should not be that difficult to find. I mean, how long until Nintendo shuts it down, even though this has been in, well, existed for at least a few years by this point, so it's not like other ROM hacks, because Nintendo's just like, just shut anything down. Ah, it actually has the stick here, indicating that this secret guard is now open. With potions, a maximum of 5. An egg. And in this area, there was an increased chance of getting a Tangular, which I didn't know about. I didn't even know about the secret area until I looked it up. While you can get it in the standard area, it's rare, and this area is a lot more common, but I'm going to try and not use the mons I have already used. There's enough grass types in this game anyways. I'm gonna be wanting the... Actually, no, later on, grass types are necessary, and I didn't use a Bellsprout as such. At least it will be more options, but I don't know if by this point the fucking the Spearman was gone. Yeah, it's going to be to have like a Nido. I'm all. Oh yeah, that's how I remembered Slowbro Nidoking. So Nidoqueen is all fine. It's not Nidoking. I know that they are very similar. I would say that they're different enough. That Nido and female should be obtainable. My original idea was to not do any fusions until I have more than one sandshrew to use, but now I'm just gonna go with I can just, well, I can fuse and unfuse and refuse many times as I need to. The only difference is that I have no intentions of naming the mons until I plan to use them properly. So any of the mons that are not sure will not be nicknamed as of yet. Because that just is dependent on if I'm going to keep them around or change them out. Actually, do I want to waste my time with this? If I can... It's not going to be that far until I can get a Spearow anyways. Oh, well, not Spearow. Bellsprout. And I won't be able to use it for the gym anyways. I'm just gonna continue on. Actually, how? Okay, we have enough because I think that there is a quest relating to mushrooms, and that's quests in this game is how you get more money instead of just battles. Because battles after the first time you fight a trainer give you nothing money-wise, just experience. Which is why they're good for grinding, because they give you more XP, but not if you have no money, unless you use like the amulet coin and payday. Which I don't even know if that's a combination possible in this game. I've never been able to use it myself. Yes, I do exactly know what you're doing. I don't think I can get them, but I'm pretty sure they give me the orange. Oh yeah. I can remember. Oh no, it's not there. It's a hotel. I was thinking of where the quests are. No, recognize this music? On Gen 6. One of the best tracks in that game. Game it never came back in any form. I will definitely be able to do that. Mushroom. I think that can actually be sold. Yeah, those hotels. The mostly just have more quests in them, really, and occasional people like this guy might be able to help you. But I guess he just tells you about the quests. And I don't know if the item over here normally spawns in. Oh, is it actually they only have to brought? Oh, wait, no, it's there. I think it's random where it could be. I remember being in the top corner. Frustration, that you're not helpful, kid. That is just a terrible TM. I would have preferred return. No, I didn't change anything around. Careful nature, that actually is good for it. Although I really love him, I'm gonna have to do defense curl and roll out. This is the fossil area, no. Does brown... Does this wrong to make it neutrality? Yes, it does. I just want to see what a situation is like. against the gym trainers. But I know, from what I can remember, they made it so Brock has Pokemon meant to be dealing with Bulbasaur if he signed with him. You really want to go with Rock Polish? Twice in a row? I am literally just a yellow bird over here. No. Fury-Cutter though, I did mention it. Is it going to be better than Soup? Because one helps us, I guess they're both against good against psych types, but that's against ghosts. And at some point we're just gonna get rid of rollout. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have to go on it. Lion years. Funny guy Glenn. The reason why they like to use Mud Sport when that's all it does. Oh, use the defense go of your own, and that's also a fucking sandshrew fusion that I have no plans of going through with because Rockclimbr isn't exactly the best at typings. Though there is one fusion I want to do with a rock and ground type. That initially may not sound like the best of ideas, but because of it having more than just a Kanto dex in it, it's actually a really good decision. So if I can actually implement it though. I'm Rock, I'm Pew's gym leader. I believe in rock hard defense and determination. That's why my Pokemon are all the rock type. If you still want to challenge me, fine then. Gym leader only allows you to use many Pokemon as a gym leader. Since this is your first round, I will be using 2 Pokemon. And yeah, make it fair as possible. I can only have the 1. Okay. That would defense go immediately. That is a great Pidgey with just arms. It's like it's trying to be a macho, honestly. Yeah, a rock type that's still weak to a rock, that's disappointing. Never be a ground type. And that's a Dignit. As it's just a Diglett fused with an Onyx, but I think we might succeed here. Wow. No water type move or grass type move in sight or even ice, and we fucking crushed it. That's how good we are, and I knew going for flying type early was a good decision. As proof of your victory, here's a boulder badge. Yes. Did use ground types, so I will allow it. Raccoon. All kinds of trainers in the world. You appear to be very gifted as a Pokemon trainer. Go to Gym Saruna and test your abilities. We're definitely going to have to get a ground type for that one. A grass type. And we have options. Well, actually, we have an electric type. I would still say grass is necessary. Because grass and ground types could be anywhere. And I can't think of any Pokemon that would be able to learn grass moves naturally in most cases. And I'm not wanting to get any more stuff until I reach Mount Moon. Seems like there's an outbreak of wild Pokemon hidden on this route. So warn them in the very patch of grass, you'll be able to tell the style of the Pokemon has its hidden ability. Then we're looking to be witnessing it so close to home. I don't expect it to last for a very long time either, so you should try to catch one of these red Pokemon while you still have the chance. Well, I'm heading to Cerulean City for some field work, so I better get going. Around the other side of my moon, maybe I'll catch you there. And hello, how are we doing tonight? Well, we have barely started because we've only managed to get one fusion going. This is the only one we have so far. But one did so well, literally crushed the entire gym with just defense curl and roll out. That is how easy Brock was. What do you mean abomination? That's great! You should see the other sprites for it. Hey, Amelia. Definitely going fine. This is what the sprite could have been, Howie, if we were going by what it auto-generated. Or even this, but that looks a lot better than the rest. You gotta admit that. Don't worry, we have a lot of options to go through, including this egg that I have no idea what it's going to be. We just found it in a forest. It's going to be quite a while until we can even get one of those. I don't know how long, but long enough. Also, we're going up to Mount Moon. We are able to get some more sandshrew very soon. I'm sensing something. I'll play along with it. I've had on and off with streaming on YouTube, on and off. Long enough to feel aged by this point, but not so long that I've become a legacy sort of thing. Also, you notice how we have a frying pan as our head, as our hat, more specifically. Ah, you bugger. Shit, I forgot that they expected me trying to go around the trainer just for me to encounter another one. I have no interest in seeing your work immediately. I am completely fine with being a one-man band over here. It's clearly worked out for me so well. You know, because I do the editing myself, thumbnails by myself, research by myself. I ain't making money on this. This is a weird hobby. I mean, if you want to talk to other streamers, Amelia, and show them your work, You do that. I just have no... I have no interest in seeing other people's work. Nothing. Avoid fights by not letting people see you. It's a bit hard if you all stand around in such a way that I can't get past you. Because as soon as I get past one of you, I encounter someone else. And I'm terrified because all this... I've encountered this polyhoot so many times. Trans hypnosis. And bubble. Or water gun. Oh, come on! Oh great, I'm gonna lose because this motherfucker put me to sleep. Oh! This is why I hate early game polywag. It has hypnosis, the AI will find a way to just hate hypnosis when you don't want it to, and then you lose. $208. I only have 2,668. Right now I know who the fuck to avoid. I get some more berries, including the leper and the Norin. Of course, I'm guessing Amelia. Well, actually, I had a feeling one was a bot immediately as soon as one said how long you'd be streaming on YouTube in general. I mean, know that they could try and look out themselves if they were not a bot. Or see that I have a VOD channel, just look at that. Thanks so much for coming aboard. This Geodude's injuries are significant anyway, you might be able to treat it better than I can. You're the wrong Pokemon expert after all. Well, see what I can do. You say that was the doing of a group of thugs that's attacking trainers? Yes! Thugs! Definitely thugs are not in Rockin'. This can't be good. 5% pleasure! Did you need to do that? Harry? Jesus Christ! Glad you hit. Aim with the right. We're busy treating Geodude's injuries for now, but someone needs to go investigate who's behind all of these attacks and what they're after. Yeah, don't you think? Only skills of Pokemon battles, I can't think of anyone who'd be more suited to attacks than you. I'd go back to the Pokemon Center too, a lot of Pokemon are waiting for me. You see, that's fine. Clearly I've got something to edit. Oh yeah, we're at this Pokemon Center, which means we can get ourselves a Magikarp for only 500. With a nature that does not benefit it at all, and I keep on getting speed lowering natures. What is the meaning of this? We're not naming the mon that are not sandshrew just yet. Only the fusions. And it does say on some sites that sandshrew are here. I'm just going to have to look up the flaws of as to which one can spawn on. Because even though it says it's there, it doesn't specify the floor. So let's go on the wiki and see that it's an 8% spawn chance on the first floor and the second. And apparently there is a dark room somewhere that gives us a Pokemon that I really want to fuse with. But I don't know if we can access that yet. But I have, well, does it say where this dark room is? Because I see it on there, but also I don't know if we can even access it. But it's 8% apparently. And there is another Pokemon in here. Another one in here I really do want to fuse with, but not at this point. I just want to be able to catch it. But it's a 1% spawn chance. A 1% encounter rate. And also, as much as I would want to, I'm not counting. There was a Clef in here that I'm not gonna count because I already have another team member with it, another team using it. Vince is not here. Paris would be here, but I feel like the combination of Sandshrew and Paris is not the best of combos. But for now, there's at least 2 Pokemon I want to catch in here. Onyx at 1% and 5 Sandshrew. Yes, which is why I plan to catch the Onyx and not use it until we can get it to like level 40. So that we can have a Celix fusion and get Steel and Ground. Yes, so we are able to find Sandshrew fusions, but I have no plans of making poison and ground. Oh wait, no, I would. Yes, I was. Well, there is electric and ground, because if you're a ground type and you combine with any type, you just get neutrality. The only way you would be able to get like any resistance from it is if you combine with a Pokemon with water absorb, and that would be it. But do I really want to be catching pure Sandshrew? Or are we allowing fusions because, well, we can unfuse them? But these are normally difficult to catch, because I think it's the one that has the lowest catch rate, whichever one it is. But they are the same. I think just to make it easier on myself, instead of taking absolutely forever, I'm just going to catch at least 5 Sandshrew, whether they're fused or not, and then just unfuse the ones that are fused, unless one of them is with the 1% Onyx. Also, I'm surprised this is Zushrew can even see it's got no eyes. Like, it goes beyond being blind. It has no eyes, which I know is Zubat's thing. I mean, that makes it look a bit better, and that gives it some eyes, and this is an abomination. Zushru's body is configured to absorb water without waste, enabling it to survive in an arid desert. Instead, it relies on its ultrasonic cries for echolocation to flit about in darkness. That's one. That's sort of the whole point, that they are abominations, because you can get them to look cool, but I do have to remind you that anything fusing with a Mr. Mime is an abomination, including sandshrew. Oh my god, we just encountered a very similar fusion. Almost back to back. How is that possible? Well, the sandshrews at 8%. We found a fusion immediately and now we can't find anything. But I'm gonna have to be on the hunt for a dark room. Oh, come on. This 8% really is saying like 8% right now. That just looks like skin stretched upon a bat. Ugh. Oh god. Well, either this is incorrect or something. But then we haven't encountered the 1% I would like to find. Yeah, and we've had one encounter with a sandshrew-esque. Problem is that when you look it up on the wiki, it does not like mention fusions at all. I don't know if that's like, okay, we found one. What do you mean you didn't want to go in the ball? Magnitude! Ah, shit. Not even had a chance to really use... The only card we did get Rock 2, which just replaces Rollout. So I guess the Defense Kill is what we can do to replace it, because we need stab moves on both sides. I know Defense Kill and Rollout is an amazing combo. I'm the one playing the game. And that's 2. Still got some more to go. Luckily, I put auto run on, so I'm not having to hold B every time I run around. Knowing that that would be very valuable. Where's the sound gone? Oh, it took that took longer than it should have to fade back in. You can consider that, you know, I just see that as weirder than Parasect itself. Alright, there's another one. Ah, shit. Not if I catch it first. Oh, no. I'm sorry, but it's in the red right here. What I was about to say is that by the time we count our team, we're not going to be able to find the 1% Onyx. I would like to make the Steelix fusion. I know it's just obtainable later on, but the 1% here would be really nice to get because I wouldn't have to worry about it later on. Also, I'm surprised we've only found one sandshrew fusion as of yet. Just one. Ah! I still wouldn't call it cute. The lines made it seem like I'm screaming out in pain. Severe pain. Actually, would we have to catch... Well, even though there's two here, would we not just have to catch an extra, an extra one because of the self-fusion? Because those are not my plans for some... Found it! We found it! We found it! We found it! We found it! Found it! Found it! Found it! The 1%! The one... That should be more exciting than this. The 1% Onyx. Now we are catching this thing. I want that Steelix. Eventually. Like, we have no intentions of using it now. Because how they handle train evolutions in this game is either use the item for it, or you get it at a certain level. In this case, level 40 is when we would actually get the Onyx, well, the Steelix. And luckily, if a fused Pokemon gets to the level or has a requirement for when one part of it would evolve, then that aspect of it evolves and creates a new fusion without having to use up a DNA splicer. I don't like this. I hate trying to catch onyxes. It was a struggle for me to even catch one in platinum. And in that, you can get one before the first gym in Allberg Mine. Did they just do it as like a joke? Yes, this Pokemon is not exactly strong, but we're gonna have it with a low catch rate. Now let's look at the amazing sprite work. I know that one too well. Does it? Oh, Does one of these capture? I don't think one of these entirely captures how it looks in Gen 1. Well, I know. I guess the energy compression was wonders for her. At some point I was going to say an outline for a team composition I had, at least at this point, would be, well, ground and water with Magikarp, even though the water aspect really doesn't come into it, it's just more of a defensive aspect situation. Ground and electric to make up for the fact that there's only 2 official ground and electric type Pokemon, which sucks. Ground and fairy because I think Jigglypuff can be caught nearby, I think. Well, Igglybuff can, and that's good enough for me. I don't know, actually. It just didn't name only. I did catch the Weedle earlier because I want the Beedrill. The Beedrill fusion looks cool. I'm also wanting ground fire through like Arcanine or something. Ground Dragon is a possibility, but I don't want to just default to Agonite because I already have that on the team, so I'm just gonna not go for that option. I mean, Electrode is off. Yes. That, I think I've seen, looks quite cool. Well, there's a sweeping again. I'm gonna do what I did last time. Unless I kill it. I thought that it would leave it on a really small amount of HP, not nothing. God, this is taking longer than I was hoping. Which I guess that also means, well, if we ever get the chance to replace the P2, well, I guess potential Raiju would collect the buzz. Especially because Gen 4 evolutions are a thing, so could get Magmortar and Electivire. I think all of the Gen 4 new evolutions are available to use. Because the extra well, the mons that are being fused with will no doubt be swapped out over time. Their positions, like status on the team, are temporary until we get a solid foundation for whenever that would be. I have no idea as to when. I know that's trying to be cute with the eyes, but it just evolves once and those eyes are gone. But you know, the only mon that's really like staying on the team would be the other sandshrew. If we can find one, I guess that would actually just be the only one that we have as a permanent team member would be the other sandshrew, and the other 5 mons are just revolving, just in a revolving door. These sandshrews are. I'm going to find a shiny before I find another sandshrew. By that point, I'll have to use it on the team, because if you have a shiny things like this, why wouldn't you use it? That's annoying. That's just confused screaming. Yes. To my knowledge, like a lot of them are done. Because I think the most you'd have to do is just change the color palette, really. I'm definitely cute body. The head is confusing me. Oh no. And it's a fusion mon. I think this is not going to go over well. Oh no, ignore me. Oh, what we've got. I know what that one is trying to go for, but that just looks odd. The mouse rock. It has few predators thanks to its rock-hard hide. As it grows older, the brick-shaped pattern on its skin grows rougher and loses definition until it's indistinguishable. The music is not helping me, it's too loud. It's I'm gonna struggle saying this one word, oh my god. I can normally say it, why are you gonna not now say it? I can say distinguish completely fine. Indistinguishable. There we go. Also, it's not even a meter tall and yet weighs 16 kg. Holy fuck. Okay, we have one left. Oh, yes, and we have 3 Pokeballs to do it in. Actually, we can still buy some more. But as of this moment, yes, the fusions are most likely going to be Pichu, Weedle, Magikarp, and an Igglybuff that we're gonna get in the previous route, because I'm pretty sure Fairy and Ground is a really good type for offensiveness. And the Magikarp, yes, it really does not offer much offensive-wise, but you know, Gyarados is really good as a physical attacker, and that's gonna benefit Sandslash a lot, because they evolve around the same time actually, so imagine the power. Because that's the thing, we're gonna have a team Sandslashes fuse together with Pokemon by like level 22 or something. Yes. But if the conditions are meant for both the body and the head and the body to evolve at the same time, then you have to choose which one evolves first. Which is, I think, mostly used so that you can get, you know, unique fusions for the decks. So if it reaches level 20, then the Magikarp aspect will evolve into the Gyarados part and change completely. Because when I initially played the game, I thought it was like you had to unfuse them to be able to evolve them. But no, they sorted that out. I do like to move my hand a lot when I'm trying to say something, honestly. You can never even really see, but you can only see half of it because of how the camera is. But they made the mechanic better than what I originally thought. But if I could find a way of making it so the Onyx fusion is pure ground, which I don't think is actually possible. It's just that I don't like rock and ground. I kind of want to just have it so that it's easier to get to level 40. Unless we just make it more difficult on ourselves and have the Onyx Fusion now. Because Onyx is not strong. Defensively, yes, so we'd be able to take a punch. But we wouldn't be able to take a leaf. Especially if it's a magical leaf. Okay, now that is the team. All the slots filled. How many spices do we have? 4. The letters. Get around to unfusing the 2 that we do have fused. Because I have no plans of using a sandshrew. No, crowbar would actually be good for you, but I don't want poison and ground. No interest. Okay, now that we have 2. Let's see what we have. Naughty Nature, which is attack and special attack increase. Naughty. Serious, which is neutral. Gentle, which is special defense increase and defense decrease. And Relaxed Nature. Defense increase, speed decrease. Oh, and I should mention that when it comes to fusion Pokemon, you get to choose what nature you have of the 2 that are being fused. So let's say, you know, the Onyx, mild nature, which is not good for it at all. We would be able to take mild nature off and put like naughty nature on. Which would be better. The same goes for the abilities. If there are 2 different abilities, then we get to choose which one the fusion has. I think the first one we'd actually have to make, which is only right, is the health fusion. Like okay, keeping Rockclimbr as is, the original, but we're making a second one, fusion of the 2, and also, yeah, there are genuine cases where Pokemon have no nature attached to them. Especially if they come off from a fusion themselves. But which one of these 5 would be like best to fuse with another one of itself? You don't have to worry about ability, all of them have Sand Veil. Yeah, well, like I say, we can just replace it with another one. So would we, because of that one being the top one, would we combine that with one that, I know it's not the top one, the one down here? Would it then be best to combine with one of the ones that's naughty natured? one that boosts the attack at the cost of special defense. But then which one? But then I would say that this one gonna have better because it's almost exactly the same as the sandshrew that's higher level by 3. By that do you mean this sandshrew with this sandshrew? As in number 2 and number 4. Because at least then that gets rid of it for now. Yes, as I mentioned, if they get unfused from a fusion, then they'll lose their gender. I'm guessing because of a programming situation, because as of right now, Rockclimbr is female because of, well, actually, I don't know if that was chosen at random because you don't get to choose it. It does mean that moves like Attract really just don't work. The one that... Oh yeah. They're both level 9s, but we're not having to build level. Because we only have a regular DNA splices. Pretty much they, depending on which ones we fuse, they would average out the level until we get a better version which doesn't do that. It doesn't matter which one. Left or right. I'm trying to figure out what is on its tail. Can you tell what that is? It reminds me of something, but I can't figure out what. And I don't know where the blue card. What the hell is this? Oh my god, that is awesome. I have no idea where the hell it's from. And that is just straight up Digimon. Like, I swear. Oh. Oh. Solid choice this is. Or even this one. We've got a lot of options. My suggestions would be the Alolan form, the Digimon, the one that looks like it was edgier. I don't know what this is referencing. Like Civilization? And also, it managed to grow a massive tail, I see. The Mouse Pokemon. Burrows deep underground in arid locations far from water, if hard stones impede its tunneling, it uses its sharp claws to shatter them and then carries on digging. See? In this, yeah. It still has the two, but we just get to choose, and then we get to choose the nature. And then, yeah, just combine moveset, doesn't do anything, and the sprite, this sprite does nothing. But I mean, for simplicity's sake, so we know which one it is. Now, how about we go and buy some more DNA splices? Are you look at the team, Howie? Look at the team. Are you saying this is not good enough for diversity quota? Granted, we're still down a member, but as I ran out of 5. Or citric berry. Oh, bollocks. You can decide which one is the lesbian one. Nana! I mean... Oh yeah. Right was the best one. I still like the Alolan form one. That definitely really funny. I know not to fight the one over there. I didn't mean to go all the way over there. I don't remember this quest. But yeah, we can actually purchase some clothes to not look like we're cosplaying as Red. As bug catches, that's not concerning us. There's nothing here for... Actually, no. Because of how weird it looks, I just realized I need to... How do I get it off? I want it not on. Oh. Ah, yes, the reverser. If we were to... Well, it doesn't work for the solo fusions, but this would actually help us. Well, actually, what I would do is swap on which one's the head and which one's the body, which would give us different stats and different type combinations. Especially if the other one is a dual type. It's not helping us as much because, you know, pure ground, but it is a thing that would be beneficial later on. Okay, so with the remaining 3 unfused, what do you mean? I don't know no matter what ones to we absolutely use. I feel like Weedle's definitely gonna have to be up there. There's one. Most likely Pichu? Although Impish on it. I guess no, that could actually help if we're not using the special attack of it at all. I am the magic. But which of the mons that are left? Because we got a serious nature one, a naughty one, and a relaxed one. I feel like naughty creature. Yeah, that would actually be funny. God, no, it's hard to keep track. I guess at least no. Well, I did say I wanted bug and ground because Nincada's like the only bug and ground mon I can even think of, honestly. I like the color of that. Of Sandshrew. The color looks good. It can roll its body into a ball. It fends off attackers with the needle on its head. Feel just a lot better. Okay, so that's one. One for the Pichu. We have relaxed and serious. Do know that the Pichu itself has impish nature, and the magic art well, if we changed it to like the serious nature one, that would make it not better, but sassy magic up doesn't work either. Problem is that the ones we have left do not help at all. It's just bad upon worse. Because regardless, I feel like one of them is going to have speed low. Well, Peach is going to be lowered. Again, yeah. Well, we still have one more to catch as well. Like, it's going to have to be annoyingly Igglybuff to catch because we can't catch. We have to catch the baby version. And because this game has the time of day enabled and it's on its own system, oh god, we have to, well, we can try and catch it around this time because it's 20% of the time in the day on Route 3. Alright, no, hang on. We need to get the other fusion. Then that's a name I have not seen before. Then he mentions yes, Sandslash only because it's half of my channel mascot.
Hello.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. Right now they're just sandshrews because we're literally at the beginning of the game. We're trying to get something out of the fusions. And as of this moment, we are going to be trying to catch an Igglybuff. Also, a character's named Jason in relation to Jason Voorhees. Because Sandslash, Flasher. And look, we found an Igglybuff immediately. Okay. Thank you, game. Thank you. If you're wondering why Igglybuff, that would be because I prefer Wigglytuff to Clefairy.
Batman does not eat nachos!
I love that quote. The fact that it's Batman himself saying it as well. To himself. I was saying, I prefer Wigglytuff to Clefable. And I feel like Wigglytuff does not get as much love as Clefable does. Its soft and pliable body is very bouncy. When it sings continuously with all its might, its body certainly turns a deepening pink color. Mild nature plus special attack minus defense. I can't remember the exact stats of Wigglytuff apart from high HP. So which one to pair with? Also, yes, the moves are lacking. It's fine. The sandshrew part will carry us. Or does it not matter? You did actually say earlier to pair relaxed with the Igglybuff. Okay. I'm just saying pink and yellowish kind of work. Now let's see. Okay. Ground Fairy, what we're after. Normal and ground, I know that likely could be Q, but Ground Fairy is a much better typing. Dun, 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 dun. Wrong color, wrong color. The balloon mouse. Sandruff's vocal cords are not sufficiently developed. When it gets cold at night, its hide is said to become coated with fine dew. 0.4 weighs 6.5 kg, which is lighter than what we've had before. I'm not choosing to sing. That's unreliable as hell. What are we seeing on stats? 13, 10, 11, 9, 10. And I'm guessing we had no other options? Sprites, I see. Oh, Lucario fusions. I will say, Menzu, be careful. I think Gardevoir's in the game and fusing it with Lucario. I have not seen it, but my imagination is saying that may not go well. Well, Howie, there is a randomized mode or remix mode that allows you to have more than just counter decks, really. He may be a child, but don't go with a Gardevoir just because you think, I won't have another version of Gallade. Don't. Although I'll tell you what would be fun, Menzo. I don't know if Zorua is exactly in the game, but if it is, use a Lucario with a Zoroark. Because I feel like those two are very similar. Okay. But I'm guessing one of the designs for it is questionable. But if you want that one shield for days, definitely do that one. Definitely do that fusion. And now we are off to catch the last sandshrew. I guess I'm thinking, no doubt some people suggested custom sprites and would rather not. Or would that be if they ever did Gardevoir and Lopunny? I guess I can only feel like the sprite makers were like, we can't make this sexual. We're gonna try as hard as possible to not make this look sexual. And where will this last sandshrew be? We are not gonna have to do a decent amount of grinding, especially for the whole team. And no experience share at this point. I cannot fully remember where it hides. I know it's not nearby. I mean, I could. There is a website that just shows you what they actually look like. I could no doubt find it on there. And I've been poisoned. Are you fucking serious right now? What website was it that I found? Okay, well. Do you know of fusiondex.org? Because that's how I found what the fusions look like. I don't know how up to date it is, but it looks like it has a lot. Aerial Ace, oh my god, we get that level 15. Another serious nature. We have quite a bit of overlap going on. Ah, so I'm guessing my one's unofficial even though it's .org. So these are the last two. Both of them being serious nature. Okay. The one has high HP, higher attack, higher defense, and higher speed, higher defense, and one's just... yeah, one is strictly better. Like, it doesn't... okay, I don't fully know if FusionDex.org has any authenticity or it's just very similar. Because I also know infinitefusiondex.com. That's what I used to see what the level up movesets were, and also evolution methods for certain Pokemon, and also locations. Which, I mean, I don't know if there's anything behind the scenes that would say anything, but given you never know. I'm guessing it does not matter which one is combined with which because we could just override the nature. So I'm choosing up to the both of you which one to go with which. Left or with the Sandshrews, left or right to go with the Magikarp or the Pichu. Even if this one is strictly better. I think Gyarados would definitely be a fun one to know. Well, in this case, we don't know which one is going to look better. That's the thing. I can't remember which way around it would be so that we could get it as ground and water, not ground and fly. This one doesn't matter because it's just going to stay electric no matter what. That's a sprite change. Yes. Because I saw that and I thought, yes, I'm going to choose that one. There was no event for Spiky Pichu in this. It's just a different sprite. I think because Gyarados has higher stats compared to Raichu, it most likely would be, well, we kind of need Pichu to pick up the slack. Yes. And I think, I don't know if it was before then, but I know they had plans to make a white Pichu as like an exclusive thing. And it was so exclusive to Hong Kong Silver that it could never leave it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that wasn't the best of decisions. To fight an enemy, sandshrew flings dirt and sand and has lightning bolts. Lightning bolts? It lives in small underground cave systems. And now the final one. Yes, and it's a good thing that they hid away fusions that already exist, because outside of select Pokemon, you can't do triple fusions. That would be too much sprite work, honestly, and way too much effort. They're already working hard as is. Also, I like this music because, well, what was being played, I'm pretty sure, was the Giovanni music that was used in Pokemon Yellow. Mousefish Pokemon. When it curls up in a ball, it can make any attack bounce off harmlessly for no reason. It jumps and splashes about, making it easy for predators like Pidgeotto to catch it mid-jump. Okay, this does not, it does not matter which one we choose. But its eyes look like it's seen something. Oh, does it? Oh, neat. I chose the right one, knowing that rain was gonna come up a lot more often than sand. Okay, what I'm seeing is higher defense, special attack, and there's defense. I wish there was a way in game, or at least someone, an NPC, to tell you like what weaknesses each mon had, because especially some of the combinations are that uncommon that you're not exactly going to know, like what weaknesses that they're gonna have now when they become a different type. Some say the same. It's just walking ground's that uncommon. All I can think of is that it's weak to water. Well, good night, Howie. It was nice having you. This will continue on.
That's how you do an evil laugh. Ciao for now.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. I mean, if you want to do it for Wishu right now, because water is the only one I can think of. Fire, potentially, because I don't think ground resists fire unlike rock. I'm pretty sure rock is neutral. Yeah, flying is still there. Grass is neutral. I know electric would still be immune. Poison, I think, is neutral. Like I say, all I can think of is Nincada as being the only bug and ground type. Oh yeah, ice. I forget ice. Because there were no early game ice types. None. Poison, I don't think it's bad, but okay. Steel? I think poison and steel are gone, but still weak to water and grass. Nice. Okay, I know I'm gonna have to do a lot more than that because I need the happiness aspect for sand buff. Yeah, I'm gonna keep these names now. I'm fine with what they are. Don't matter to keep one as non-binary, surprisingly. 4 females and the 1 male, which for Weedle going into Beedle makes absolute sense. I'm gonna put Weedle first, because 1 is very close to evolving. And then what they change it to? Ah, it's evolution. That would make sense. I'm just gonna assume. Wait, no, why am I trying to switch? I'm already immune to electric moves. Is it? Well, no, it's gonna have static though, isn't it? Also, what I'd like to know, how did this person find a Pikachu and all I could find were Pichus? That seems a bit unfair, don't you think? I know, but it's like level 11. Hold on. Rachel's eyes look incredibly sad, like it's looking for a hug right now. Or is that just me looking into it too much? Oh no! Retaining the same shape, I see. And now it looks like it got pissed off with me for making that comment about it. A mouse cocoon Pokemon. It's closer to what Sandshrew's colors are, at least. Burrows deep underground in arid locations far from water while waiting evolution. It hides from predators under leaves and in nooks and branches. We're not giving you Harden. It's only 202. But I have plans that involve getting rid of this fucker. Prepare for neutrality. Oh no, because I forgot. That didn't help me. I for some reason thought electric resistant water. That would have been helpful if I remembered, but I did not. My mind thinks it does because of it being like a starter type or something. Yeah, I should have remembered that. I can remember weaknesses most of the time. Unless it's grass and rock, and then those four will always confuse me. But the resistances, I can't remember them all. Majority, yes. But some are just that obtuse and come of that uncommonly that I wouldn't remember them. Use Pokemon Evolve too? Let me show you. I don't really know, dude. You're a bit late on that. James. Hard to tell. I don't know if that account be fused with itself. It makes me think it is. Although, I just want to mention, have you seen Beedrill's self-fusion? Because one of the sprites for it is really cool. Specifically where it is literally just Mega Beedrill. And I really do like Mega Beedrill. Shame that it's neither like really difficult to get in the actual games. Oh my god, our small shrew has become a bee! The bee? It digs deep burrows and live in it, sometimes attacks and swarms. We need all. Okay. They'll say twice, and it is technically in the signature move. I don't know if it's still signature. Who knows? What are the stats? Disappointing, I see. Although, it's almost the same as Rockclimbr's attack, actually. I may have to just go and fight some of the trainers, the levels. I know I won't get any money off of them, but it's either that or I trudge through Mount Moon. Actually, no. I will see what Mount Moon is like before I get the levels. Because then I'm not trying to spend too much time here. And we'll definitely be in the best spot if we can have 2 Pokemon evolved by level 15. One's 5 levels away anyways. And before the second gym, oh my god, we're gonna kick so much ass. Oh, come on! Okay, why? How am I this slow and why am I poisoned? A real wounding card of fusion. That could work. Would that be like... Well, actually, saying that, how does it entirely work for if it's a fusion and, you know, evolves into a Ninjask and, you know, does Ninja exist? Does that just become separate? Or does that create another fusion? Okay, well, that was not enough. Oh, fine. I would just get some levels off of these. I will in time. I mean, I feel like it must have, because part of me is saying that Infinite Fusion was under a different name originally. I don't know if how much of that is true, but it feels like it's been in the making for a long time. But then they don't have the idea from when Black to White was a thing. So the earliest it could have been in production for would have been like 2012. The earliest. I should also mention I have a separate file that is not finished yet, but I've got up to the 7th gym, preparing for the 8th, with, well, if there was a way I could show you the team that I have, but pretty much I tried to go for a combination of ones I haven't used fusing with ones that I have, which is how I managed to get a Dragonite and Electrode that is literally just called the Dragon Pool Pokemon, which is because it's fucking hilarious. Okay, I do definitely need to go back because I need to remember who the bloody hell gives me Rock Smash. It's been so long, I actually cannot remember. Part of me is wanting to say it's Brock something. But I have know there's a random person that gives me it. Some drunks fest dressed in black. And I had a feeling it was gonna be Brock. He is the dude after all. See, I knew that it was definitely released 8 years ago. I just obviously had no idea when. Yeah, and I don't know if the original version of the game was I know, I feel like it had a different name originally. Or, oh god. 10 years is, without giving too much away, just under 50% of my life right now. I'll tell you this, 10 years ago, I had no clue that Infinite Fusion was going to exist. Knew of ROM hacks. I didn't play any of them because I didn't have the possibility to. Yes, I don't want to exactly give away how I'm just saying. Okay, this is not good at all. If it helps, I'm reaching my mid-20s. Yeah, I've only done... Oh. Look, now that's made me think, is it worth me having the 420 exist, but just smoke weed every day or something? But yeah, I cannot say that I feel old at the age that I am. It's just that when I'm seeing people that are like 4 years-ish younger than me, I think, oh god, they lived through an entirely different generation than me, even though they arguably didn't. It just depends on many other factors. I wouldn't know what that's like because I have only done it once, and I don't know if you can tell by this accent, but where I'm from, it's not exactly doable to do on a constant basis. Someone is gonna know that, be saying, oh, that's admitting to a crime. Yes, but at the same time, is it though? Even though I'm not saying where it was done at all. Yeah, there is a country called the Netherlands, or Holland. Okay, I know Pichu is fragile, but this is getting ridiculous. Yeah. Are you? Well, okay, we've been giving too much away. Is it just flat out illegal and not like available for medical use? Because I'm amongst the group that wishes it was completely legal. Because then it would save the cops a lot of time and resources so that they're not trying to hunt people down for drugs and swap people's houses. So that they can focus on actual crime rather than arresting people for possessing weed, even though weed has killed no one. I know this sounds like a weird PSA thing, but it's just for weed. Ah, Sandshrew is dead. I didn't know that there were like variants of like fake weed. I didn't even really know that there was proper fake weed. But yeah, if they just made weed legal, it would most likely just improve. Well, and make it so that less of the funding that goes into the cops is spent on unnecessary shit. When I say get boosted experience, does that mean that all like double fusions, do all of them get an extra boost or something? Because that's it, boosted. None of the others have done that. And also I've got, wait, I can just about because if that's the case, I don't remember that part. Ah, lowered stats, which... How does that work? It's fusing with itself. Surely all the calculations should mean that it shouldn't be able to do that. Okay, not okay. Well, I know of the other fusions, yeah, but what about XP boost? Because it said boosted XP. Oh, the IVs. Oh, yeah, no, but what about? Because I swear it said boosted XP for Cube, which is a self fusion. Was I just reading it wrong or something? Because I swear, like. Actually, because I'm streaming on YouTube as well, I can look into this. Yeah, it said boosted, got boosted. 258 experience. So I think it actually does. Because yes, I am multi-streaming. Nothing it says that I am, but I was able to go back into the YouTube stream because it's a lot easier to do that than Twitch, and it said boosted. And also, I need to take a quick piss, so I'll be back in 2 minutes. Have some fun whilst I'm gone. And I am back. Oh. I may have to actually do some grinding out here, because I was struggling beyond belief in there. Holy balls. So if you don't mind, I'm going to do a grinding sesh. Good thing I have this thing called a fast forward button. Oh no, this may not go so well, actually. If it's too fast, I will definitely slow it down. I got no choice. Either suffer through the pain of Mount Moon, or get some fucking levels in. I don't know if you're still there, Menzu. Okay. The name purposely made? I don't know, they purposely made it so that Magikarp has low experience. It needs a shit ton to make the endpoint worth it. Yeah, Sandslash is dead and I can't do anything about it. Or survive on 1 HP, that's good enough. I wonder if that fisherman that gives us the Magikarp will acknowledge if we get it into a Gyarados. Or at least fuse it with something. Will it know? Will the game devs have realized that that could be a possibility? Oh, do you want to spam there on me? Okay, good. I'm gonna guess Menzu's gone to smoke. Just gonna have to assume. And then well, what I can say is I don't know if Twitch is slow or anything, but my follow count's not increased after Menzu did follow. It says it's still there. But it's not going on from 167 unless it was already on 166? Did someone else unfollowed? Who knows? Ah. I even guessed it as well whilst you were gone that you'd gone to smoke. But yes, whilst you had been gone, and between the time I've done some speed up grinding, because I realized I need the levels as much as possible. And I'm not gonna get them in Mount Moon if I faint all the fucking time. Okay, I've not done tobacco. Like when I say I do not smoke, I just straight up do not. No cigarettes, nothing. That's somewhat of a personal choice, but also that's because I've seen how expensive cigarettes can be in my country. Rather not. Alcohol, for some reason, I'm completely fine with wasting money on, but not cigarettes. But I guess I've gone with the joke that I'm not gonna die of lung cancer, but liver cancer. But also at the same time, if weed was completely legal, I absolutely would make it so that my room would be smelling of pot. And as a bonus, just find all of the stoner films. And then at least find someone that I know would be wanting to smoke. Is that one of those that you have to actually roll it up before smoking it? Which I know those exist. I don't know if they're better or worse, but I just know my smoking ability, my rolling ability for the spliff or something would be awful. I wouldn't know how much they cost. It's not like I have to use them. I know many people that use them. I just have never at any point asked them, so how much did that cost you? And I guess when I also mentioned, I didn't even mention vape. Don't vape. And when I've asked the friends that do vape, they essentially said, don't do it. Don't get addicted like us. Okay, then used to last me just over 24 hours. Oh. Well, we're up to level 11. Let's see. How bad? Oh, get out of my way, please. See how bad the rest of my moon is. One part of smoking I've never got is how people calm down because of it, even though all I've heard is that, well, the whole thing just increases your heart rate. How does increasing your heart rate calm you down? I am no scientist, nor have I done it myself. From an outside perspective, how does the increase of heart rate calm someone down? Oh my god, I rocked you. Oh, awesome. I know from breaking these rocks I can get hard scales, because in another save file I got way too many of them in the early game. I swear I had about 5 before the second gym and I wasn't even trying. Bluish? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, hold on a minute. Does that really count? I'm a ground type. I literally am immune to all that shit moves. Why does paralysis work? Purposely slow and the focus is in on the strategy. Ah. Ah. Well, I guess on that point, it feels like that recently I've been getting more addicted to caffeine or something. Because in this year alone, arguably, I've had more monsters that are not the zero sugar ones than I've had since the last time I was actually at uni. I feel like because of my work, I've just had more monsters. Like, clearly it's definitely not good for me. A long time it was because, especially if I did learn shit, then it just felt necessary. Because if there's anything I'm going to be saying I'm addicted to, it would be that. Which is really funny, because I end up not liking coffee. And that's usually most people's forms of caffeine. I'm the one, like, I'm amongst a few that's like, no. Yeah, I've not looked into the ingredients of the Pacific Punch. Why'd you have to not be a flying type? Fuck you, Zuko. Sugar plus caffeine, one of the most deadly combinations ongoing. Oh, you saw me? Oh, you just hit. Not playing the good music, I see. You know, the Gen 5 packet music. The best for me. I don't know if it's gonna have a rock move this early. I have magnitude. Oh, I know. But because of how much sugar is in everything rather than tobacco just being mostly for cigarettes and stuff, you try to do anything, the sugar industry is literally going to kill you. How did in the sugar industry for years manage to make it, well, tried to claim that fat makes you fat, making it seem like sugar didn't do that. And by the time it was found out that sugar was the thing that did that, it was too late. Because the scientists who did figure it out, right, was already dead. Yeah, the sugar industry is the reason as to why that is the case. Okay, to next, the mouth part is the worst part. I like the red horn. I like that part. Yes. It would actually be really difficult to find something that does not have sugar in it. Also, what are the good sugars? Now that I learn the names of the sugars, like all of them, I can't name them. Ah, natural cane sugar and wash filtered. Ah. But no, that comes in and saying, well, no, that their sugar is the one that tastes good. Oh, they're definitely gonna kill me. The amount of stuff that I've just eat that ends up having carbs in it, too many. A rare bone. Unwashed and filtered. Supposed to filtered. Supposed to. Is this the dark cave that I looked up and saw? Ah. It's entirely dark though. But I guess it's called the dark room for a reason. I'm only going to assume it is. Because in this one area, there is a 5% chance of a Sableye being found down here. And that's the other half of my mascots, which you can see by my profile picture. So, I really do want to try and find the Sableye at this point. But once I have Flash, will I actually be willing to do that? At least I know where it is now. I think you're saying too many students. Can you elaborate on that? And the losing weight part. This camera does not do it entirely justice. I guess. I can't say much better in this country. It's not as bad, but it's definitely terrible. I was going to say the camera. Like, this camera does not show what situation I'm in, but let's just say I'm not skinny, nor am I even average weight, and I haven't exactly lost weight in a while. Partly because I have not tried to. Because procrastination is a bitch. Ah, 2. I do not know how much I weigh. I have not checked. I'll put it this way, the weight that you used to be is the weight that I was last. Now I don't know. It's no doubt exceeded that, or at least that's what it says, because we put in 20 stone and that's what it comes up with. Which, is that even right? No, it does say 280, which is not good. But I don't know what I am now. I don't know. Yeah, I'm seeing that boosted. I saw that. Those cell fusions get an extra boost because I guess they're fused with themselves, which is just their own DNA, mostly. I used to be 20, so I thought that was heavy for me. The lightest that I can say I've ever been as an adult was 15 stone 3, or about 97-ish kg, and that was just so happened to be right before COVID fully hit the scene. I'm gonna say that I mean lockdown in the UK. It must have been like the weekend before. And that was me going to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. Like actively wanting to lose the weight because I had time whilst I was in college. Now with full-time job, oh, I know that I could go to the gym, but I haven't. Nor have I made any steps to lose the weight. I should. But procrastination is a bitch. Like, I'm not wanting to fully blame COVID for my weight gain, but it was a big contributing factor. To be brutally honest, but it's not like I helped once we were able to go back into the gym, because even though I did do some stuff, it was not as much as I could have. And how much for this rare bone, you guys? Only 1,000? That's the same as the Stardust. That's not rare. Do I just find these trainers again? For XP. Oh, 420! Ha 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 ha! Ah. Jesus Christ, that is heavy. I cannot say I've ever handled that bad. Oh my god. Jesus. Well, so fuck you, Pika Path. You lower my attack right before I use rollout. I can say my weight gain was COVID and just having no reason to go outside. I wasn't in any relationship first, but I don't think I was drinking that much alcohol during the time. It was just not going anywhere and eating too much. But then again, that is because I've just always been fat. Like, I'm just gonna chalk that up to low metabolism, me not doing anything to improve it. I can't even use an excuse saying, oh, the weight gain caused depression as well. Maybe that would have been fun for a therapist to hear. Because if it was me, I would just info dump all of that in one go. That's me. I would be the one to do that. But then again, that's coming from someone who has already had therapy. Definitely did help him a lot. And while has not considered going back to therapy, has definitely been like a time that like it wouldn't be the worst idea. Well, that's mainly because of stuff that wasn't actually discussed in it. Kind of. PTC, that would make absolute sense. Oh my god. I've not had any of that case. Like, therapists have never diagnosed me with anything. Because initially it was just I needed someone to vent to. Because of my unit course had caused me that much stress over the 3 years. Like, one of them is that I cannot explain shit well. Like, that's just being a natural part of me. Trying to explain anything doesn't go well. As I continue a lot of the time, it could just be weighing on me. And I usually just like to say that I am a total piece of shit. I say that because a long time I've just felt that for the reason that's why I'm in the state that I am. You know, single, overweight, not on my own place yet. The only thing going right for me is the job, but even then, not exactly in the field I would want to be in. Because anytime I've tried to walk, it's been impossible. Yeah, I'm just being of this one girl's peak above. I've got no other choice. The whole team's getting up to level 15, whether I like it or not. I'm not one of those to become a bad position. I've already had that occasionally with little sessions, but I probably really want to go down the rabbit hole. At least we get to see an evolution. But one that's not a bug type. That's just particularly pop with a bit of a palette swap. Okay, the pattern's evolved, but the balloon mouth uses its cute round eyes in rapture. That's a word I've not heard much of. Rapture its foe, lives in arid regions with minimal rainfall. Ah. Well. I would like to know how people can just get into relationships like that, and then you have me that's just saying of like, yeah, I've never been in one. Ever. Well, that's because I do not approach women. Because of all of the horror stories that I've heard of men doing that and it not going well. Yes, I know there's the common joke of, oh, the worst you can say is no. I tried to be amongst the belief it would be preferable if women came up to men more often. I have a feeling they wouldn't do that because for some reason tradition is still a thing and it really shouldn't be. But surely if they like a guy, then they would tell him and not do what they end up doing. Or that could just be a thing in the UK that it happens with. Even if I go to a place where you think, oh, people should meet up, I just focus on the drinking. It's not healthy. The problem is that that's what I default to. Get my all my moves. Before you say anything, yes, I know I've tried dating apps all over. Here's the thing. As much as I have tried them, can't say I've really gotten anywhere because the one time I've actually managed to meet a real person off it. Had a few dates, and it never went further than that because we were both because by the time what's happened, I was gonna be leaving the place, leaving the city on a permanent basis, and we just ended up not speaking at all. Then again, I did that was gonna cancel because certain parties of it not banned. Well, what I'm gonna say is congratulations on that part, finding someone who's actually wanting to be with you. But how do people do this? Is it just me in that position, or is that trying to victim blame on my own? Do I count as a victim in that? I'm a victim of my own circumstances, of me just having no confidence at all. It doesn't know what I don't exactly go out much. But actually no. I'm the one that tries to instigate with friend groups and no one's available. Meanwhile, half of them are lucky because they're already in relationships. I don't. I can't even say I'm like the only one in the situation like this. There's like 8 billion people on the planet by this point. There is no doubt someone that's in the situation too. have that. I don't even have bonus sense at all. Which makes it worse. But then again, I'm not looking for one night stand. I'm looking for a proper relationship. Just... I think that this guy is not really built for that. Seems. And Joe can curl up and quickly escape. And enemies through gaps, however, should one get too close, it shocks them with painful lightning bolts. Yeah, at this point that might be enough. I know I haven't built the others enough. No. I'm sure I can just do switch training. I'm gonna go down bigger rabbit hole of me blaming myself. It's definitely because I stay inside too much and don't exactly socialize. I will definitely be streaming tomorrow, not necessarily this. Though actually knowing me, I might be. No, it's either this or Star Wars: The Old Republic. I don't know if you've heard of that. But all I can say is thank you. I know you're not exactly one to your therapy session, but all I can say is thank you for finding me. I'm gonna say, good luck on your adventures. As I was about to say, because I don't go out much, I'm a massive AJ girl, but AJ would be interested with my mate. Okay, good, because I will be most likely playing that tomorrow, the Imperial Agent playthrough. I've done it before, it's just... it is the best storyline the game has to offer. So I thought I might as well do that on stream because I can. And my character's mostly dark side playthrough. Mostly. Damn it. Let's compare the start of what we have with this lot. Okay, so we're at the same level, and Rockclimbr and Sandshrew have the same attack style, same speed style, same special defense, and same defense. Just Rockclimbr has higher attack and HP. And then Sandpuff has higher HP than all of them, but lower attack. With lower speed but higher defense, special attack, and lower special defense. That's a surprise. I'm not far from being able to get magnitude, that would be true. Yeah, that's definitely find someone that... I guess would be a male. I'm very interested in seeing people on the complete opposite side to me. being like, yes, they've been through all of the loops that I have not. For them to say to me, don't. And I'm on the side that don't feel like me either. If I focus too much on trying to not fuck it up, I fuck it up and get nowhere. Ah, peace. Making it now. Ah. I can have it where it's just spell for wild mons only, that would be great. I'm getting the point of the thing is quite literally coming from one singular town, then how does a twin needle happening? Shit, that's oh! On bat. I wonder what off bat. I may have to just buy every wild battle there is. That is not a deal, dude. I may have strength enough, but that those numbers did not exactly help me much. Even though a lot of that. Because then that's like have the entire army of Mitch. Maybe an army where one guy can just sweep through them. Oh, come on. I vanished. I forgot on that. Oh, it's special. Like, what is my special stat as of right now? 17. Would it actually still be more? That's 30 plus 15. Not even stab, that's the worst part. I feel like I'm gonna take the risk on it. You. I'm doing a big job. I get lost, kid. Really not even gonna try to invite me. Your little clubhouse. Part of me is saying that this Twitch stream is just that unstable that Oh, I didn't know Northern Stream actually. I know it's Warhammer Day. I was just checking something. Okay. But why am I not getting you wrong too? What are you doing that? I forgot to check you. Yeah, it didn't matter. Even without the first go, I just end up loving like when you get KO off of rollout, then it just builds on from the last one. It just continues on, and most likely will just OHKO the next one coming. That's why my entire team is just gonna have to have. You're the only one that doesn't, but you have Thunder Shock to cover yourself. Then you need like Thunder Punch or something. Beef. Okay, just say like nothing. Cool. Super push on. Good, there is the magnitude. The sting. When I get flash, I can, well, will stabilize. I don't know when that will be. Make sure you're just perfect. Ah. There's a hard skill I mentioned earlier. Why does it look like our character is just fine? I'm guessing he would be too. It's we've been doing for 3.5 hours and he's reaching midnight my time. Why I know what it's gonna be. Hold on. I plan to save and end the stream at about when we get to Civilian City. Oh yeah, that's a nice thing. Have Rockclimbr. Of course, I just know that I'm slow. I'm immediately just gonna bam quicker. Did not save him though. Oh. Could be my entirety because magnitude. Come on, give it to the last minutes that we need for the machine to work. It's not like it wasn't so hard now, wasn't it? An operational now. Are you sure you want to be here for this? Possibly could be dangerous. Yes, I need to oversee every single step of this personally. The results of this test could be a defining moment for the organization. Roger that, let's put the test specimens in place and on it. No, not Rockclimbr, no. So, finish up the final preparations and we'll be ready to launch the test. Who let a shard in here? No, we cannot follow instructions right now, so we'll take care of this kid right away. Right, hey, Moonshine County, have a call over here. If I was looking for faults, I don't want to call this. You heard the boss, get rid of the kid or else. What did I get myself into? Fuck it, the force in my hands. I'm not even looking at you. I didn't remember that part, clearly. I know in the coffin that they have to be launched, making so they have levitate. I suppose it only has 2 weaknesses and that effectively removes one of them. Will not even turn into a resistance or neutrality, not just immunity, and that's not fun. Yes, I is all coughing and wheezing from Gen 3 onwards. Oh, the machine blew up. Okay. Oh no. I wasn't supposed to have it. It shouldn't. We have a good explanation for this. I was under the impression that this experiment was full of a simple formality. This machine was over here. It makes as if you have enough. We'll work this out to headquarters. We have enough moonstones for a second attempt. So we collected every single moonstone that was in this cave. Could be more than what we need. Very well, then I will let you continue your work on this triple fusion machine of yours, but you better not let me down a second time. I'll make sure this doesn't happen again. Let's just wrap this up and head back to the headquarters. I was just looking around the cave for the puzzle. When these team walking from this game started following me around, I would stop them, but I couldn't do anything. When I found some of my fossils, just follow me. Follow me over there and I'll be able to make you have one of them. Make it up to you. We're taking the dome fossil. I don't remember if there is a way to get both of them. Surely there would have to be. I'm not going to do the fossil revitalization. Even though we absolutely could, and we're not exactly trapped and going bad. But once we go through here, I'm pretty sure we can just go back through the mountain. If anyone's business. Which I am correct about. I'm going to rest up, and I am going to end stream outside of the Brilliant City's Pumpkin Center. And then with a team that could not be changed. But I don't know if I'm going to keep the Raichu or the Pikachu line on forever. Might get a different fairy type, they're not going to get a different far. I already have plans for one. It's very far in the future. We'll definitely change the bug out, and I don't know about the water type. I have a feeling next year we're definitely going to have a Gyarados fusion. The double Sandslash fusion. And keep them, well, plan that would be keep them around until they can evolve. And then swap them out with new base. Then one becomes a Sandslash. Well, I guess that's what I'm actually. My 4 levels becoming a Pharaoh. And then 2 levels after that. And again, you need a Moonstone. I don't remember where a Moonstone is. Really. And I'm not going to find without looking it up. Okay, you're level 20, so arguably. What about level 22? Yeah, fully evolved. Fully evolved. Fully evolved. Fully evolved. Half fully evolved and half fully evolved. Wouldn't really be that much expensive because I know where I can get funds. Moonstone not so much. I'm going to save it here. And see if there's anyone on Twitch. Unless it's Pyro again. Maybe Anthony sees it this time. So. Quad viewers. Half an hour. And everyone else.